Pam 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 pam. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why my icons are all in the wrong place, but fine. Yep. So we still have few days before the release because I can do the release or Friday because like Thursday is kind of tough, right? Because I need at least like 5-6 hours, right, in a row. So or I really sleep little or it's tough, right? So it's much easier for me to do the release on the weekend, also because we are sure that we don't. If there is a problem, right, I can always go back and yeah. So okay, so there has been few requests on Discord for some enhancements to the chat, and I would like to improve it. So let me go to the ideas. So there are actually 3 ideas. There are actually 3 ideas that I don't know if we can put here, probably not. Because there is not enough space in this window. Okay, we would just put it in an empty thing, right? So do we need this? No, we don't need it. So the 3 requests are let's switch gears 1 second so that we don't have much more to do then. Okay. So the 3 requests are: first, the auto scroll in the chat makes it difficult to scroll back up. So I think we have so the first request I think can be done without too much trouble, but obviously we need a sort of a status, right, or a state, right, where but it should not be very hard to do, actually. So inside WinChat, right, it is WinChat, we need to add a variable that wow, we have a lot of variables, boys. We should group them, but right, there are all these things. If you put them in a category, they will be grouped, actually, and so it will look a bit nicer, right, instead of this total mess. But yeah, like these colors, like all these borders. Border message alliance. Border message. Because there is border, scroll bar, and VBox. Border, scroll bar, and VBox. Yeah, in theory, all this should be well, they are kind of, you know, easy to read, but yeah. Okay, so we need to create a new one, which is I think we can call it pause scrolling or something like that. scroll pose or pose scrolling, scrolling pose, I don't know. Pose scrolling. So this one will be a boolean and it will start as false, right? It will start as false, and then when we scroll, let me search scroll because I think there is scroll to end. There it is. There is a function, right? Need delay or the window will not be redrawn yet. Oh wow, that's kind of weird. Using delays is a very bad idea in general. It's a very, very, very bad idea. So let me see if this is used somewhere else. Yeah, it's actually used in 2 different places. Okay, so it's better to put the check inside of this function. Cast to border, che c'è da 0. Cast to scroll box. Scroll to end. Oh wow, is a C++ function. Okay. Because we just called the okay, it's the Unreal thing. Okay, so we just use our pose scrolling, right? So if our pose scrolling is true, we don't do anything, right? Do nothing. Error. If it's false, we go here, right? Okay. Yeah, this thing looks a bit weird. Okay, it looks less weird now. But how do we decide, right, when we want to scroll or not? Well, actually, I think that the widget, I don't know if the window or the widget, but I think it would be better if the window has a function to override, which is actually function to override, which is actually on mouse scroll, right? There is an on mouse wheel. Okay, on mouse wheel I think is very good. Is there a mouse wheel? No. I think it's the only one, huh? Okay, on mouse wheel. Let me see if we are already in any part of our code using this. So I don't go crazy inventing new things, I just copy paste. Hello, Hula. Hi. We received 3 requests to improve the chat, and I think we can do it. Should never propagate if the mouse is inside a window. Okay. Crafting node. Call mouse wheel. Geometry mouse event. Item node called mouse wheel. So basically what it's doing is I don't know if we can catch it at the window level or if we can catch it. Okay, let me see. I think we have to learn this because it's not clear to me. If I have to catch it inside the window or if I have to catch it inside each widget where we are scrolling. Probably I need to do it. Probably I have to do it in each of the widget. The problem is that for every one of these tabs, there is a different scrolling box, right? There is a different scroll box. And also if I pause it, then how can I resume it? Because there is an allow over scroll by visibility, consume wheel when scrolling is possible, or you can do never, right? But okay, I see that this is already a bit different than what I was thinking, because we actually. Okay, let's see first of all if we catch it in the window. And I think that for this we can really go not Pro 2, but we can go right, we don't have to populate pretty much anything. Oops, what did I do? Okay. Okay, let's launch it like this and see. My fear is that we have to implement a new window, right? A new widget, which is not a default widget, but is a custom widget just for the scrolling. And then we will catch the mouse wheel on that widget. Because otherwise the mouse scroll will be executed anyway, right? Even if we catch it, it will be executed anyway. And unless I disable I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see what happens. What about the release? We do it on the weekend, Hul. I cannot do a release I cannot do a release during the week, right? Because it takes me about 5-6 hours at least to do it, and then there may be problems, right? So if I do it now, I will have to go back again, and also I don't have the time, because in the evenings I have, now it's 10 o'clock, right? I have 2 hours. In 2 hours I cannot make a release. It's impossible. I need like 6 hours to make a release. So it is moved to the weekend. I may try on Friday, because Friday the day after is Sunday, right? And so I can try to do it on Friday. But we could also prepare everything and then do it, but still. Okay, so if I go here and I scroll, actually we are catching that. Okay, that's very good. We are catching that. The only problem is, let me see. The only problem is if it's like this. Why I didn't get the first one? No. It doesn't catch it. I knew it. I knew it. So if you're not stuck? No, I'm not stuck anymore. Yesterday we resolved the. Were you here yesterday, Hula? We resolved the open file, so I'm not stuck. No, I'm not stuck, which is very nice. I don't understand why I see win scroll. Because when he's not... Yeah. When he reaches the maximum... I see. So he's eating the scroll. He's eating the scroll. Yeah, so I think I have to make it my own widget. Even if it will be the same, because even if I make my own widget and I have the scroll bar, right, because the scroll bar will be, the scroll box message main, right, will still be, how do I, is there a bind? There is a bind. Okay, there is a bind. That's much easier then. That's much easier. Okay, there is a bind here. The only problem is that... Yeah, but like that is much easier because I can do this, right? I can, for all the panels, so main, guild, I can override this. GG, my camera decided that it's not a good idea to stay on. No, so we are no more stuck. I fixed it yesterday. So we found a way to have the thing, the file open, right? The file open works on the 3 platforms, which is fantastic. So I will get all the panels. All the panels. There are quite a bit, but fine. I mean, we don't care. Can be as many as we want because they will all do the same, right? They will all do the same. So we are solving problems one after the other. Easy. Okay, so these are all the scroll, right? All the scroll. And all the scroll, we can also put them like one next to each other like that. So it's even easier. So whenever you are scrolling inside a panel, right? Whenever you are scrolling inside a panel, we want basically to detect, right, if you're going up or down. Current offset, I don't know what is it. So let's print this and see what is that. Let's do it in main for now, right? I assume that is up and down, right? That is like -1 and +1, but until we test it, we will never know. So we have to. I hope it's not the overall offset compared to the beginning of the widget, because then I will have to keep in mind the previous, the previews, and it's kind of annoying. The previews and then compare it with the current, and then, you know, and also it will change based on the, yeah, that would be super annoying. But let's see, can I delete few maps or not, just to avoid, you know, loading 3 million maps for nothing, because we checked in anyway all the maps. I also have to delete this one, the partition test. I think that this one should not go into the release. Yeah, let's delete few maps, like all of this. All of this, 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 all of this. No. It is so much. Also this ones we don't need really. We can leave our new map just because. Just because we like it. So we just have to understand what is the rule, right, of scrolling, what is that number. But if that number is up, is positive or negative, that would be fantastic, because then we will just say, if that number is negative, pause scrolling true. If it's positive, pause scrolling false, right? And it will be done. And it will be done. If not, if it's giving me the relative position to the beginning of the widget, then whatever. Okay, let's see. 24. 0. Fuck. Yeah, is the current annoying. Is the current offset compared to the top of the widget? Is the current offset compared to the top of the widget? Kind of annoying. Current offset compared to the top of the widget. Yeah, you know what is the problem? The problem is that if someone else is... Wait, let me try with another client. My fear is that if another client joins and it says something, this thing will scroll and will actually trigger, right? Will actually trigger that. No? I think it may. And so if it does, we are in trouble. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. We have to go player 1, I guess. Where we have our friend Real. Okay, so now if Real says something in the chat, right, and I am scrolled up, for example, what I want to see is if this will trigger... no, it seems it didn't. No, it didn't. Okay, that is good. Okay, that's nice. So if someone speaks, we are not re-triggering the position, right? So we trigger the position only when you scroll with the mouse, right? On user scroll. Yeah, exactly. So I think that what we have to do, we have to keep a temporary yeah, the problem is that the scroll position will be different, will be different for each panel, right? Will be different for each panel. Well, I can put it to 0 maybe. Or I can put it to -1. Yeah, I will have to put it to like -1 when you switch panel. Otherwise, we cannot do what we want to do. So this thing needs to start at -1, and because -1 it cannot ever be, right? And whenever we switch panel, so basically whenever we click on any of these tabs, right, whenever we click on any of these tabs, we have to, what is this, current channel? We have to reset edit chat, edit win chat tab changed. Edit win chat tab changed. Who was registering that? I mean, there is a bind for sure. No? Okay, who cares? Let's do it differently. Let's do it differently. We just reset the temp scroll position, right, to -1, right? So reset, we can say reset scroll sensor to -1 when switching panel, right? So if we do this, whenever you switch the panel, this will go back to -1. And so we will do a check that if the scroll is -1, we ignore the scroll, and then we set it to a value that is the current value, right? Okay, so now scrolling sensor. So basically what we will have to do, we will have to set, I mean, if you want to use the same code, I think we have to set this to something, right? We have to set it to the, so we have to compare pretty much the new scrolling position with the current scrolling position and see if it's not -1. Yeah. So this will be a new scroll position, and this temp, I think it should be prev, right? Should be prev scroll position and new scroll position, right? So we set the new scroll position to this. And we have to do it for all of them. Right? That's a lot of lines. And the spaghetti code. What was the shortcut? Alt Shift? No, Alt. There is a shortcut to align this thing automatically, but I don't remember. Shift W, Shift A. Okay. Shift A. I think I never used it, but it's actually pretty good. Shift A. Shift left is A and right is D. Okay, Shift A, Shift D. And then S and W is top and left and top and bottom. Okay. It's pretty good. I never used it actually, but I think it's powerful. Okay, so now I think we can go in the same place, right? For all of them. Because now we have that stored and we don't care anymore which is the panel that is actually triggering the scrolling. We don't care. So at this point we will do a check if our previous scroll position is less than 0, right? If it's less than 0, if it's less than 0, we just record the new, right? So the prev becomes the new becomes prev, right? So we say prev scrolling equal to new scrolling, right? No, equal to new scrolling, right? And then and nothing else, right? So the second time you scroll, this will not be any more less than 0, will be like, I don't know, 20. And then here we will compare, right? Here we will compare. We have to compare again. We have to do the new scroll minus the previous scroll. So 1 minus the I don't know if I want to do the new, because the new usually, I mean, depends if you're going down or up, right? This is what we are trying to understand. We're trying to understand if you're going down or if you're going up. So if you go up, the number will become lower. The number will become lower. Okay. So if I do new scroll minus prev scroll, for example, the new scroll is 20 and the prev was 40, I'm going up, right? If the new is 20, okay, so in this case it's the opposite. If the new is 40 and the prev is 20, if the new is 40 and the prev is 20, I do one minus the other and I find if the, or I can just say if this is greater. Why I have to do minus? I can just say if the new position, right, is greater than the previous position, right? So that's easier. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why I was trying to do minus. So if the new scroll position is greater than the previous, it means that I'm scrolling down. And so in this case, we have to take our pause scrolling and set it to false. While if it's the opposite, I will have to set the pause scrolling to true, right? Yeah. Now, is there a way for this thing to get stuck and never go back to, and never come here? Well, let's say that in general, I think as a safe option, we can say that if for any reason, right, this one is at 0, this one is less than 0, and we go here, I think we anyway enable scrolling, right? So that we don't get in the case where scrolling is stuck and you cannot unstuck it, right? Because there may be the time where yeah, I think it is a safe option. Okay, let's try it like this. I don't know if it will work immediately, but to me, kind of makes sense. So, and now the pause scrolling, we already have this, right? That if the pause is true, we don't scroll to the end. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. And this includes my own chat. That can be a bit annoying, but I think we can resume the scrolling if you are entering, or if you are explicitly. Yeah, maybe that works already, because actually that's using another function. Possible. Yeah, I was looking at the ceasefire that they are proposing for Ukraine. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. Let's see if Russia is going to agree to that or not, and also what happens after a ceasefire. Because, you know, there are territories that are under the control of Russia. But let's see. I think a ceasefire anyway is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. So let's try to do this. Okay. So now we have our scrolling thingy. And now we need another client because, well, we can test two things. I can scroll to the top. And in theory now we pause the scrolling. And I can click this button. Yeah, exactly. This button doesn't work anymore. Okay. Yeah, I think that if you explicitly scroll to the end, right? If you explicitly scroll to the end, we need to resume scrolling. Right? This one. So if this happens, pause scrolling should be enabled again. No, I mean, it should be disabled is what I'm saying. Should be disabled. Right? If the new scroll position is greater than the previous, it means I'm going down. Yes. And so post scrolling is true. Okay. Is false. So I can scroll. Okay, so this one is wrong. This one should be off. Huh? Yes, this was a mess up. Okay, but now if another player joins, scrolling to the end usually enable that. Yeah, and I think also if you type, right, or not. I don't know if you type, if you want to scroll to the end automatically. Maybe not. Maybe you're still reading what the other guy is saying, and meanwhile you're chatting, so you will have to explicitly click on scroll to the end to actually resume it. Let me see. So now if this guy speaks, yeah, you see, he didn't scroll. He didn't scroll. But if now I scroll down a bit, just a bit, and this guy speaks again, yeah, now we scroll, right? So I think it's kind of working. I think it's kind of working. So if I go here and he says yes, didn't work. Why? Why it didn't work? Why? Because I did it too quick. What do you mean? Huh? I don't understand. It worked one time, now it's not working anymore. It worked now. I think it's because I think I know why this is happening. Fuck. Okay, the reason that is happening is because, as we have seen, when you scroll up and you just do one movement with the mouse, this is a scroll that is considered inside this window. There is another scroll that is considered inside this window. If I do it at this speed, right? But if I do it super quick, I think that one scroll, yeah, exactly. We get only the first, right? We get only the first scroll, and we don't get the second. So our comparison doesn't work. So we get only we get through this only once, unfortunately. It is really a problem. It is really a problem. It is really a problem. I mean, it kind of works at the moment, okay? It's just not perfect. Because when you move the mouse wheel very fast, it seems that the widget is only getting the first scroll, and then all other scrolls are moved to the second window. Which is very strange though, because this should actually... Or maybe we go here, let's see. Maybe it's better than what I'm thinking. Let's see. Let's see. Because in theory we should enter here only once, right? Yeah. I should have called it different. I should have called it can scroll reset, or can scroll first. Yeah, let's say can scroll first. Oh, no, wait, this is not needed. Okay, let's try like this. So some of the mouse wheel movement are sent to the window instead of being sent to the actual scroll widget. Maybe after sending your message, just typing no. But even sending, I think you may still be reading above, right? You may be still reading above, and then I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know. I think it's 50-50. That is like 50-50, that some people will say one way, other people will say another way. So I think it's okay. We can leave it the easiest for us. We are not making everyone happy anyway with that solution. Okay, so if I go down once, he's saying can scroll. Why he's saying can scroll? What? No, it's impossible. Is fucked. New scroll position, right? Did I do it the opposite? Maybe I did the opposite. Stops now it's saying stop scroll. Stop scroll. If I'm going down, it's saying stop scroll. The fuck? I messed up something. Wait. Because I'm never storing. Okay, I'm stupid like a monkey. I never store. So this is stored only the first time, right? But then we never store the second position. We never store the second position, right? Yeah. So the first time we store in previous scroll, right? We store in previous scroll this new position. Then the second time we compare the two, and hopefully that is greater. But then we don't save that value into the previous, right? And that's a mistake. So we always have to save. So basically this needs to go here in all cases, right? So we have to store the new position as the previous position. Otherwise, it will never work. I mean, it will work only sometimes. I think this now will work way better. I think this will work way better, but still we may have the problem when the scroll is not read by. Let's see, my boys. Seems that the chat is having some issues, but no, okay, it's not. Is this really only one of you? Okay, well, it's fine. Never wanted to be a superstar, so it's okay. Okay, I like this green for a second, is the light maps. Win scroll. Yeah, you see that in this case we get the window scroll, right? We don't get the, because there is nothing to scroll. If there is no text, if there is no text, it's just getting the. Okay, so now I go up once, and this will be can scroll first, right? At the moment, it doesn't know, right, where we are going. I know it's a bit stupid, but it doesn't know. The second time, it knows it, so it's saying stop scroll. The third time knows it, it stops scroll. Okay, now it's working a bit better. And now is now it's working fine. Now it's working very good. Now if you switch, right, if you switch, you will have to, but let me try to scroll very quickly up, right? So yeah, it works. The only thing that is strange is that if I'm already at the bottom and I do one more down, is saying stop scroll, probably because we have to do equal or greater, right, instead of just greater. Because if the new position is equal to the previous position, if the new position is equal to the previous position, depends. We may be at the top or we may be at the bottom. If we are at the bottom, then it means that we want to continue, we want to resume scrolling. If we are at the top, yeah, but you know what? I think if it's identical, we should always stop the pause. Like if you got the top, yeah, the problem is if you got the top, right? If you got the top, if you got the top, it will be equal, but it will be equal, but in theory we want to stop it. While if you got a bottom, it will be equal, but we want to continue. Oh fuck, that's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. So this works, right? This works, but is not considering the case where the two are identical. The two numbers are identical. If the two numbers are identical, I mean, if the two numbers are not identical, we can go here and everything is fine. But if the two numbers are identical, then we have to consider if we are at the bottom or at the top. How do we know it? How do we know it? Well, well, in theory, I mean, there's no way, because you can have only 3 lines, right? If you only have 3 lines and so the scroll is not even happening, you don't know if you're at the top or the bottom. So in that case, it should just, so I don't know, we can say something like if it's greater than the current window size, right? If it's greater than the current window size, we stop the pause. But it's kind of weird. New scroll position. Can I get the widget sides? Because we have one for each. No, okay, guys. If you scroll at the top, it will still scroll, right? Which is a bit annoying, I know. You have to stop before the top, otherwise it will scroll anyway. Super annoying. Can we detect because it's 0? Ah, wait. We can detect because it's 0. So if it's not 0, if it's 0, you are at the top, right? Yeah, I think so. I think the offset of 0, you are at the top. So in reality, we can say, no, it was correct. We can say if this equal to 0, then we are at the top, and so we pause the scrolling. If it's not equal to 0, but is not greater, so it means that it's lower, then we pause the scrolling, and then we go here, right? So there is a can scroll. Yeah. Let me also print 1 second this value, because I think that I need it to understand how it works. But I think like this, it may be good. Like this may be 100% of what we want. Maybe. So tomorrow I have to wake up early again. Holy shit. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yep. Tomorrow I have to wake up early again. Okay, I just want to understand, when we are at the top and there is no scrolling, what is the value? In theory, it should be 0, right? I'm expecting a 0. And in this case, it's not even, because it's not scrolling. So in this case, it's not even 0. It just doesn't scroll, right? Yeah. So we need to be in a situation where we are scrolling, like now. If I scroll down, it will be like, yeah, 55. Okay. If I scroll all up, yeah, it would be 0, exactly. So at 0, what? Oh, wait. What do you mean? Did I fuck up? So if the what? If the new position is equal to the old position and it is actually 0, right? And is 0, then we should it's the opposite, yeah, it's the opposite. Then we should pause the scrolling. If it's not 0, then we should unpause the scrolling. Yeah, exactly. I inverted it, boys. I inverted it. Okay. I fucked up as usual. Well, it happens, you know? No one is perfect. No one is perfect, my boys. Okay. Okay, so now. I scroll up. 42. Can scroll. Stop scroll. Okay, good. Can scroll. Stop scroll. Okay, it works now. Can scroll. Okay, fantastic. I think it worked, guys. I think it worked. So basically, if you go up, it automatically stops and it doesn't scroll. If you go down, even if you're at the top or at the bottom, it works anyway. So it's just kind of a small refinement, right? But I think that is useful, because if you are looking at the chat, it's kind of annoying. You cannot read if there is a lot going on. Now we can test all the tabs, but in theory it's exactly the same. Now when you switch tab, we automatically restore the scrollability, let's say. So like now I am at no scroll, right? Now I am at no scroll. So if this guy says something, he's no scrolling. If I go down just one line and this guy says something else, yep, it is scrolling, right? If I scroll down and I stay here and this guy says something, he scrolls. If I switch window, this is interesting though. If I switch window and this guy says something, Well, depends if I'm in scrolling mode or not, right? Yeah, because if I'm not in scrolling mode and I switch and this guy speaks and I go back. Ah, yes, because when I switch tab, I automatically resume scrolling. Which, I don't know, is an assumption, because you may be speaking with someone in Whisper while you are reading the main for some text, right? And you may be switching between the two, but if you do it, you will resume scrolling. So the idea is that, yeah, scroll is automatically resumed on that. But I think it's fine. I think it's done, boys. I think it's done. I think it works. I cannot think to other cases, right? I'm thinking to other cases. I mean, we can test another tab, right? Just to... We can test another tab. So this tab is no scroll, the global. So if I go global and I say something, it's not scrolling. If I go in main and I say something, it's still not scrolling, right? So I think it works. And then if I go down just one line, and this guy speaks in global. No, let me speak in main. This guy speaks in main. Yeah, it doesn't scroll, but if I go in global and say 222, then it scrolls. Yeah, it is working. It is working. It should work on all the channels exactly the same way. And it is working. Okay, so this is done. Nice. So number one, done. So this one is done. We can call it chat improvements or something, right? In our list. Let's call it chat scroll improvements. It is done. Now there is another one that is people are asking if we can in Legacy we had the audible notification on tells, or at least the option to turn them on. But wait, before doing this, I want to do this one. When someone is mention your name in Legacy, the color of the line changed and the name itself was highlighted. They made it much easier to see when someone is talking to you, especially in a large group like an event. Now, in our real things are slightly different, meaning that we don't have. I mean, the chat line, right, is not a rich text line. Is a simple text box. So I cannot really change the color of one word inside the chat, but I can change the color of the line, right? And so we can do that. So we can say that if the line contains your name, that line is highlighted. I don't know exactly how, if you want to change the background or if you want to change the text. Let me think about it. If you want to change the text or if you want to change the background. I think probably the color of the text is better. because the background may become pretty strong. Even if in Twitch it works this way, right? So if you mention the name, you you have like a background line highlighted. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have an idea, guys? If you prefer the highlight, I mean, if you prefer changing the color of the text or changing the color of the background when your name is mentioned. Do you have a preference? Boys, do you have a preference? Because we can do that. So basically, whenever WinChat is receiving a message, but it must be a message that is not yours, right? Okay. Yeah. Should be a message that is actually not yours. Let me just clean this up a bit because it's kind of messy. We don't need all those printouts, right? Let me see if we can detect. Well, in theory, should be in all the channels, because if he's tel, is obviously he's mentioning your name 100%. If he's in global or main, but in theory, it can also be in alliance or group, right? Let me think about it. Player sends a message in the win chat. Yes. By send phone sites. Scrolling. Where is the event where you receive a message? Because it is when you send a message. I don't know. I mean, we should have it. I mean, we have it for sure. So when you receive a message, I think it's receive chat something, no? Receive chat. No. I think it's done outside probably. I think it's done in player controller. Because very strange though. The chat is not adding messages itself, no? Is not. Okay. So we receive it through the player controller. Hello, Yoko. Text is red on a dark background, so maybe text is red. No, text is white. No? Text is white. Text is white on a dark background at the moment. So I can make it red. Let me see if I can find where we receive chat message. Here it is. Receive chat message. Receive chat message. Ah, it's a function. That's why. Oh my god! What the hell is this thing? Wow. Okay. Message type. Message type. Without sender, with sender. Holy shit. Standard, me, my. Oh my god. These are all the different message types, including system, combat, chat, tell, group, guild, alliance, auction, shout, channel, self, report, advisor, advise, with all the chat GM, chat NPC, chat internal, chat pet. Oh my god. Um, hmm. I mean, we can do it only in certain things, but pretty much I think it's everywhere. Message type. Hmm. Oh my god, this window is insane. Whisper tab. Whisper tab. You tell, tells you. I think the whisper we can completely ignore, right? Because the whisper is anyway, I mean, you know that they are speaking to you, so it doesn't make sense to... Mine is red. What do you mean yours is red? It's impossible. Your chat is red? Really? Do we have an option for the color? I don't think so. Are you sure it's red? No, we don't have an option for the color. How can it be red? No, it's not red. Send me a screenshot or I don't believe it. Screenshot or I don't believe. Okay. The question is, how do we filter in this freaking mess? Because there is really a mess. My. Because there is also another problem, right? We don't know. I mean, whenever you type, right? Whenever you type, obviously there is your name, right? So if I say hi, and my name is Real, this guy's name Real, right? Real is in the text just because you said that, but you don't want to highlight every message that you send, right? Right? You don't want to do that. So how do we avoid that? It's not super easy, huh? Unless that when we send the command, maybe we wait, maybe there is a way, because maybe we add it to the list ourselves. No, huh? So we receive it, huh? It's kind of annoying. Hey. Okay, let's see what we receive. We receive... there must be a way, but it's not super easy. Sender message. Okay, so we can check if the sender is not us, for example, right? Do we know our name in the win chat? Unlikely. Receive message win chat. Shout. Shout. Real message. Real message. Yeah, I think I think we can do this check. The problem is that this code is really insane, but I think at the end, this is really spaghetti code. I think at the end of this, right? I think at the end of this, log chat message, log disable. I think it should be before the log though. I think it should be here. No, it should be like here probably. It is a real mess, boys. I hope I'm not breaking anything. No! What the fuck? Wait. That was not the idea. The idea was... I'm trying to put everything into one node so that right, everything into one node, which is this one, so we can add one more step because we need to add one more step, right? And the step we need to add is that if the sender is not me, right? But I don't know where is my name, right? Do we have our name somewhere in this place? I don't know if we have it. I don't think we have our name in this mess. Let me see. Target name. Player name. Get character full name. Get PS character. Get character full name. I think we can get the character name, right? Player controller 0. Player controller 0. Get PS character. Get PS character. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of annoying that we have to redo the same, but let me see if there is a better way. I mean, this get player controller, we use it a million times, right? And it's kind of annoying because we do it. So if I could do it only once at the beginning, but it doesn't look like. Okay, it doesn't look like. So. Okay, let me try to do this. I have to be careful not to break anything, okay? We should not break stuff, because breaking stuff is not nice. So if I do this, right? And then I use this guy here, I should not break anything, right? Exactly. And basically now I can remove this. And I can put this here, right? And this can be deleted. We don't want to break the chat, we don't want to break the chat, so we have to be kind of careful. Now, in the same way, right, here we redo this, and so we can right, we can do that. Well, actually it's a bit more than that. Is here, right? And this one is going in two places. It's going here. Well, here. And why does this? I don't understand. What is that? You crazy? Oh fuck. Why is getting it upside down? What the hell? What? Don't understand. And now I already lost the... No, it's here, it's here. It was here, right? Okay, now it's correct. So we get it there and we get it here. Okay. So we have the same player control. So we can delete this and we can have this going here. It's a bit risky. This change is risky, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Boom. Okay. So now we have this one, which is actually getting PS character. Exactly. So, well, maybe this one we can repeat. Yeah, let's repeat that piece. Let's repeat that piece. Voice is fine. So this one should actually go here now. And this one should go here. And from here we go here and here. Okay, and then we have to finish here. So with our PS character, we get the name. Get char name, right? Get char name is the first name. And then because it's only the first name, right, that we put in the chat. Yeah, it's only the first name. And then we say, if this name is equal to the sender is this. The sender is this. I don't know, this code, boys. This code is ridiculous. I think I should redo it in C++, but I don't know if I will ever do it. Because it's hard to redo, you know, just for the sake of improving, like for the sake of performance, I guess. But okay, so if the name is the same, right? It's my message. Is my message. So if it's my message, nothing. We don't want to highlight, right, a message that comes from me. If it's not my message, then what we want to do, we want to see if the real message, because I think at the end we have this real message thingy, right? Yeah, because at the end is the real message that is sent. This is a bit weird, but okay. Why we pick it from here? Anyway, I don't want to touch that. Then is the real message that is logged, I guess, no? Yeah, target real message. Real message. What do you mean target? Yes. We have to take it from here, actually. Yeah, we have to take it from here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. What? Come on. Get real. Okay. Get real message. So if it's not us, right? If it's not us, and I think we should also say, and we are not in the whisper. You send me a screenshot? What the fuck? Ah, no, the damage. Yeah, but that is the damage is red, yes. That's combat. Combat messages are red. But chat, combat messages are red, but chat is white. That's done by purpose. I don't know if there are already other colors defined. That's kind of a good question, though. Because I think we are changing the color based on... I think we are changing the color based on the type of message, right? We are sending the color. Yeah, we have the color whisper. So the color whisper is this color. We have a number of color thingy. We have the color whisper, which is this yellow thing. We have the color chat, which is white. We have the color NPC, which is this kind of bluish. We have the color group, which is actually this greenish. And we have this color guild, which is this one, right? So now we need another color that is like you have been mentioned, right? Color you mentioned. Color you mentioned. So the color you mentioned, what it can be? Hey, I don't know, because we already have a million colors. We already, well, whisper. Can we do it the same as whisper? I think we can do it the same as whisper, because whisper is to you, right? And yeah, let's do this. Do you think the same as whisper is bad? Yeah, because then you are confusing. Maybe there is a whisper. I mean, we don't have a blue, but I think that the blue is unreadable. So you have to go with pastel colors. Otherwise, it's completely unreadable. What was in Legacy? What was in Legacy? At the moment we have, yeah. I don't know. Choose a color while I finish the thing. Okay. Think to a color, whatever. It should be none of this, right? None of this. Not this yellow. Not this light blue. Not this light green. And not this light, I don't know, what is it? Like a pink or... Yeah, I think we are covering all that. We can do purple, I don't know. Maybe a purple could work. Okay, so we will have to set the color and opacity anyway of our chat message object reference. Yeah, so this set color and opacity is done here. So I think we can change it here. in a team will be good. So we have to check the real message, and also I would like to avoid doing it in tel, right? Because in tel doesn't really make any sense. Even if in tel, probably you are not, there is not your name, right? Like if this guy is whispering, tel rarir hello. So this goes to whisper. Yeah, so there is no, your name is not here, so we can avoid doing the check. Okay, we can avoid doing the check. It will not highlight. So we can just say if the real message contains, no, if the real message to string, if the real message to string contains your name. Now, if your name is a stupid name like real, this guy is named real, right? Every time someone says real, obviously, right, it will be highlighted. So okay, so the thing is, if is not you, if is not you, and it contains your name, right? If there is this condition, if it's not you and it contains your name, okay, so if it's not you, if it's not you, if it's not you saying the thing, right, and it contains your name, we go here. Otherwise, we go here, right? So we have a color you mentioned. Let me try a light purple. A light purple. Light purple becomes pink. No, maybe not. No, maybe not. I think like this. Okay, let's try light purple, okay? So we set this to this light purple color, and I don't know if it's too similar to the No, it's not. No, it's not similar. It's not similar to anything. I think it's good. I think it's good. Yeah, system color is the red. Which, by the way, is super strong, but it's fine. So we change the color, and then we do what? Nothing else, right? And then we go here. We just change the color, right? The whole thing is just changing the color. Yeah? Correct. Correct. So in theory it's done. Okay, let's see. Let me just see that we go. Yeah. Because we don't want to break other stuff. We don't want to break other stuff, boys. Okay. So in theory, oh no, wait, the target. I didn't set the target. Set color of what? Set color of this guy. Yeah. Like this, it sucks. Let's take it from here. Okay. 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 Okay, let's try like this. Let's try like this. Sorry, I got distracted by a message, by an email. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So if I say hi, fuck. Okay, it didn't work. It already didn't work. Did I do it the opposite as usual? I mean, why everything is pink now? Why everything is purple? Okay, let's see. So if the sender name is equal to the current player controller character name, so it's not, right? And the real message contains, well, unless this is empty. How it is possible? What? Do you think that the character name is empty? Why everything is pink now? No. Why everything is pink? Why everything is pink? Actually, it's kind of purple. So this logic is wrong, eh? This logic is wrong. Sorry, how it is possible that the real name is containing my name all the time? Is impossible. And there is an and, right? And true we change the color. Otherwise, we don't change the color. Huh? What? Did I fuck up something? I didn't duplicate and I just renamed, I just changed the color of something else. No. What? So the only possibility is that the sender is empty. The sender is empty, right? There is the only possibility that the sender is empty. And so we don't have that information. But the sender we don't care. We don't even use the sender. What is this? What is that? It is the sender. If the sender is not me, huh? If the sender is not me, so let's assume that the sender is empty, right? Which I think is the case. If the sender is empty, will automatically not be equal to that. So this will be true. But this one cannot be true, right? Because this one we are asking if the real message contains the name of the current character, right? Unless this is also empty. Well, if this is also empty, then GG. I don't understand what is going on here. Okay, let's print out the sender and let's print. Well, I think we printed probably already because at the beginning I have a printout of the shit. No, I only print the message. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand what is going on, but we're gonna find out very soon. So this will be the sender. And this will be my name, right? My name. So the sender is this. And my name is this. Right? Okay. I don't know. There is something not Sorry, I just writing a few emails because someone is asking me stuff, and I have to reply. So, okay, so I say hi, and everything is pink. Okay, nice. Let me see the log. Why? Sender Rerarir. My name empty. Okay, so the problem is that my name is empty. So, yeah, but you know, even if what? My name is empty. So this function is not returning anything. Because we mirror only the full name. Fuck. Yeah, but sorry, but even in that case, right? Even in that case, why? This is an end, right? So why it goes through? I don't understand. Okay, so this is failing because my name is empty, right? So it is failing. And it's failing again because this is empty. Yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, it's failing because this is empty. So the char name is empty. What a fun thing. Why the char name is empty? Why? Because the char name is reading what? Is reading name, and name is actually not replicated. Because we are replicating only the full name. We are replicating only the full name. Very fun. Yes. I think so. We are replicating only the full name. We are replicating only the full name. Replicating only the full name. Yeah. Yeah, we replicate only the full name. Kind of annoying. We can replicate also the name. I don't think it's a big deal, you know. It's just sending one string, so it never changes. And if it changes, okay, let's replicate both the name and the full name because I don't want to do the split, you know. I don't want to do the split. The problem is that I think that name is kind of a weird, right? Because if I replicate name I think is may clash with other stuff. May clash with other stuff or no? No, in theory no, because if he would clash, he would clash from the C++ as well, right? So there is no name variable. Okay, I think we can replicate it. So we replicate name and full name, so we don't have to split it, because otherwise I will have to find the freaking space, divide it in two, right? Understand what is... So it doesn't really make sense for every message that we receive. So it's better to replicate it once. Than to... Bam, 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 bam. My face is stuck again? No! You didn't tell me. Why my face is stuck? I don't know, sometimes my webcam just stops working, I don't know. Hello! Now it works again. Okay, we replicated and done. We don't care. We don't care. It's just a name, right? It's like 20 bytes. So, and it's done once when the character is replicated at the beginning. So, Zero problem. Would be nice if this is called like char name and this is called char last name, because this name, I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared that it may clash with other stuff, right? But hopefully. We could rename it, but not now. We are too close to the release to actually do big changes. Okay, so now if I don't change anything, I just relaunch it. Thanks to the fact that now we are replicating, it will not be comparing with 0 anymore, right? It will be comparing with the actual name. And so in theory, it will work. Do you like the purple or you have another suggestion? I think in the old game we were highlighting only your name. But we cannot do it. Yeah. Here it is. Here it is. String property character name was not tagged to replicate. Please use replicated using key when properly declaration. What do you mean? I copied from the other one. Oh my god, everything crashed. GG. I copied from full name. Replicated. Okay, I didn't copy it. I thought I did, but I didn't. Okay. Now, if you get renamed in game on the fly, in theory, it should work. If you change your name, right? Like the master renames your character for whatever reason, I think it should still work anyway. It's kind of a... It's kind of a weird occasion, but it may happen. Look at what beautiful drawing I did with this purple. It doesn't paint. Why? Because the game is crashing. Holy fuck, it is crashing or what? Oh, it's compiling. It's compiling, my boys. Wow, changing PS character, changing PS character is insane, huh? Because PS character is included in pretty much everything, like the whole game. So it needs to recompile everything, even if it's a small change, but. Okay. Let's go. The third request was to have a sound, right? When you were mentioned. I think we can do that. The third request, now we need to see if this works, but assuming that it works, in Legacy we had an audible notification on tells, or at least the option to turn them on. Is that possible in Unreal? Is helpful if it's a tab you don't have in main, you switch to another window. I mean, why just the tell? I think it should be every time your name is mentioned, plus the tell, no? I think it should be two places. But yeah, we can have that. The problem is finding the right sound, and maybe someone will find it annoying, right? So we need to have an option to enable in this. Okay, now at least it is not purple, right? And if I say my name is Rerarir, it is also not purple, okay? But if someone else says hello Rerarir, which is a weird name. OJ. It was generated. It's not my fault. It was generated. Do 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 do. Okay. Player one. We can add the option, but just don't know if I can do it between now and Friday. But whatever. Yeah, maybe I can. So we'll say hi. My name is, and then I will spell it wrong. Re ra 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 ra. Okay. Okay. And then I will say, I is your name Re rarir. It works. It works. Okay. A lot of discussions without you. You don't read because you are not mentioned, but you should read because this is a very important discussion. But then at a certain point you may be mentioned, so it's better that you read. It works. Lowercase should be the same. Lowercase should be the same. Okay, it works. So we have this kind of purple thingy now. Now adding the sound. I mean, I'm fine adding the sound only if you can turn it off, because I think it may be annoying. I mean, or we put it only for the main text. By the way, let me see if it works in every place, but I think it should, right? If I go global and I say, hey there, do you feel global? Do you feel global, Mr. Ferrarir? Yeah, it works. Okay, it works, which is nice. The sound. First of all, we need to choose the sound. I don't know what the sound should be. Should be like a small dling dling. But if the dling dling is too annoying, you know, then I don't know, what was the sound in the old game? We can go and check. I mean, we had sounds in the old game, I think. So I don't know what I can find it. Sounds of the old game. Sounds of the old game. Audio? No, it's not here for sure. For sure it's not here. Well, we have UI sounds though. These are all the ones that I did recently. No, I mean, if we need the old game, we need to go here. And here we need to go inside art, because I think that art was including also sounds. Yes, we have to go sounds, UI. Sounds, UI. Let me close this. Cancel, okay, quit. Let me pause the music a second. I think I had the same one that I'm using now. No? I think this set I just copied over. But then it means that there was another sound. There was another sound. Holy shit, what was that? What is this shit? These are for sure not the sound that we use. What is this? What? No, there is something. So probably because this one was the one that we loaded in the public folder. Okay, I see. So in reality, you are saying that we didn't load the real sounds in public. We just loaded the fake ones. And so I have to go here, and 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 here we have the real ones. Yes. Yes. And I think these ones are the same one that we use. I think these one are the same one that we use. Scroll down. I don't know, maybe it can be the scroll down or the scroll up. Something like that. I think this is okay. I mean, if you want to use a sound, I don't love it, but I think a ding, I mean, a very, very faint ding would be better. Very faint ding. Ding. Ding CC0. Disturbing ding. Well, if we take a microsecond of that, may even be okay. But anyway. Holy. Now we can find a ding. Ding! The dog jumped. Oh my god. And this one, your dog is jumping again. Down. I don't know. The dog jumped. Ding. That's not a ding. I don't know. Ding. Holy moly. Bang. These sounds are terrible. I think this one are the disturbing ones. Yeah, I understand that. Oh wow. It's too much though, you know. Someone in the chat, you hear this all the time. I think after the fifth you're going crazy. You're gonna disable it immediately. You're gonna disable it after 3 times, you know. I don't know, I'm not very convinced of having a ding. I'm not super convinced. Didn't we have some UI sounds? Wait. I think we have stuff. I remember there was a library. There was a thing. There was like UI sounds. Wait. Maybe we have it. I remember something, but not sure. Sound. Interface and item sounds. Yeah, exactly. But I think we tried and it was pretty bad, no? Interface and item sounds. Add to project. Probably we already have it because I think I already tested this. It was in a marketplace container of some kind. Let me just see. Marketplace container. Marketplace container under C or marketplace container. Marketplace container under C. Okay. I think it's already there though. Started to be late. I have to go. Marketplace container. Marketplace container. Is this opening in which engine? Already the right engine. Pretty good. Something really small and rater muted. Yeah, exactly. It should be a very small tick. Yeah, very small. Should be a very small. Maybe ding is too much. You want tick? Tick. Nothing.
This is the clock ticking farther away.
It's super low. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Garden tick.
What do you mean, garden tick?
Garden tick? No way.
There is no tick. I think tick are weird people. I mean, I have to say that this one is not too bad. If really we want to say, it's not too bad. Of all the sounds that we have listened to, this one is probably the most reasonable. But the problem is, will you recognize it? Because that's the problem. Right? I wanted a ding because it sounded more. So if we take this, right? It's basically a no sound, but I mean it's so small, right? That is basically, but we can make it. We can amplify it like I don't know, 10 dB. See what happens. Oh, it crashed. It's so small that it cannot do it. This? It's not too bad. I mean, if it continues like that, at a certain point I will disable it, right? But I think it's unlikely that you get so many. I think like this is acceptable. What do you think? I think like this is acceptable. Now the volume, I don't know. At the moment the volume is -18, so it's very, very low. It's very low. But we can... so we call it what? We call it chat tick. Chat tick. Chat tick. Okay, I can import. Let me just see what sounds we had. What sounds we had in this pack? Maybe. Sounds. Interface and item sounds. Yeah, we have it twice. Why we have it twice? I don't know. It's kind of strange. We have it twice. Like if the same package came out, I mean, 117 items. 117 items. I think it's exactly the same. Interface and item sounds. Yeah, now we have to listen to 117 sounds. Oh my god. Boing. This one is pretty cool actually. Oh, this one is very nice. Ooh. Ooh. He has an insane stereo sound, which is super bad. Like, he has an echo. Really? Woo! Woo! This one is the same. It's identical. No, it's not. No, it's not. There are a lot of clicks anyway. If you want clicks, there are clicks. This one? Bling. Nah, this one, I think this one is nice, but after many times it's super annoying. Because it's too crispy. I mean, this one is not too bad. At the limit. There are so many though. These one are too big. I can see it already from the wave that they are not for us. Oh, not bad. This one is not bad. Pop. Pop. I don't know. I think we can use the one that we selected. Let me hit it again. Tick, tick, tick. This one is very good because it's very relaxing. So it's like a nice sound. It's not annoying. It's low enough. It's low enough, and I think it could be good, guys. I need to go because tomorrow I have to wake up early, and so yeah. So I think we can do it, but if we do it, I think that we need to put it in the options. You know, we need to say enable disabled. If we want to put it also in the tell, because people may be annoyed and you cannot disable it, and then they put the whole thing at 0. Well, it's also true that your name probably is not mentioned very often, right? So even if we leave it always on, it's not that it's gonna click continuously, right? So it will click very, very rarely. So maybe. So if someone wants to wake you up, he needs to say your name continuously in the chat, and I don't know if he's visible enough. I mean, if he's audible enough. But anyway, I have to go. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow evening. So we will continue maybe with some small fixes and updates. It's good that we did this and this. So we completed 2 of the 3 requests. So we did the chat scrolling improvements, and we did the chat color. The chat you mentioned color. I don't know how to say that. But anyway, that and yeah, so we did these 2 things, and this is done. And I don't know, maybe we can also add the sound. If they wanted to wake you up, they could just use voice chat, I guess. Yeah, exactly. There is voice chat. No one is using it. I don't even know if it works. I mean, I tested myself and it was working, but then I don't know how it works when there are like five people speaking or 10 people speaking. I have no idea. Okay. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good night.